From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First play, here's Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. The numbers for him from a week ago. 13 carries, 93 yards, and a score.
He's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you get a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
Cousins on 1st down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, for the 1st down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Folk's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it down from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the 2nd-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields. Here's Fields. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And this is Cook with the grab. The Jets had 7-4 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
1st down, Jets. On 1st down, it's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Vikings, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A name Viking fans know well. It's the brother of Dalvin, James Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. On play action, Fields. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Following the interception, Cousins. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A run with Mostert up the middle. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Running the counter with Mostert. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. After 1 on EA's. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. A handoff running left is Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Marking down at the 9. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Here's Mostert. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal. Perine. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Once more, Perine. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Folks' kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Week 13 here in the NFL, first weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming into focus now, and we got a couple of good ones in prime time. Tonight, national audience gets a look at the Colts for a second straight weekend. This time they're at Dallas, 7:20 Central Time for that kick. And then Monday night, Saints and Bucks from Tampa.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now it's Fields.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
To throw is Fields. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
From the 31, Fields. That is caught by Lamb.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Play action. It's Fields.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Here's Fields.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. And how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 4th down, Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Out of his end zone, Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Off the play fake, Cousins. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From his goal line here, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Fields throwing again. He's got room past the 30. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Fields now to throw. Caught by Wilson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Throwing on second and long. Fields. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Fields. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just scared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. And probably the wise decision there. No run open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Room here to run. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Back to throw, Fields.
And that's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Now come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Fields. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big...
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
CeeDee, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw is Cousins.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First down, here's Cousins. Touchdown! K.J. Osborne from 19 yards away. And the Vikings have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that gives him a 3-point lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So out now come the Jets. This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. To throw again on second down. Fields. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll find Lamb. motion for the catch.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
CeeDee Lamb with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Jets have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
And the Vikings now heading on to the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
To try again after the sack, Cousins.
That swung out to Mostert.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be a third and about 13.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
And here comes Berrios. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Jets will take over. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense.
And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he is really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To throw is Fields. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goal. See if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Here's Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37.
10 more there and another first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch it. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th.
Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins, open man, once again it's Thielen. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins
is going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back. Preferably a takeaway.
Fielded just outside the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7.
Now it's Fields. He finds Wilson.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 34. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Out of the gun, Fields.
That's to Cook out of the backfield.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. On 2nd and goal, Fields. And he's going to go down again. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack, and that makes things tougher here on 3rd and goal.
Shotgun snap, Fields. Out route, he finds his man, it's Jones.
They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Got a man. Caught. Touchdown, Jets. Dawson Knox, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. To throw on 2nd and 10, Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Throwing is Cousins.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Oh, partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Cousins now to throw on 1st down.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Cousins. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Folk connects on the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Here's Fields. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
On fourth down, Fields. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Cousins to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One last shot now for Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break.